Hey, what's up? Today we're going to put this B-Series Honda on the dyno, 93 Octane. I don't even remember, let's look. It's got actually a Tempest Racing AC compatible manifold, a comp turbo 6262, tile wastegate, tile blow-off valve, M&W Pro 10, which it really doesn't need until we put some race gas in it and really turn it up. Victor X manifold, Weldon regulator, Tempest Racing catch can. I made all this stuff a long time ago when I was putting badges on everything before literally everybody started doing it. It's got a Pro 1 Skunk 2 Pro 1 cams, RLZ head. I think Golden Eagle did the short block on this one. Probably CP pistons and Eagle rods if I had to guess. The compression is a little lower than I would have chosen personally. We'll definitely be giving up a couple horsepower since we're pulling air in directly from the radiator. We've done plenty of testing with that and it definitely makes a difference, but with the AC manifolds you don't always have a choice. Yeah, if we can, maybe get somewhere over 500 horsepower, I'll be totally happy with that. Let's see what we got. Pretty much 400 horsepower. About 11 psi. It's just on the gate. It's got 60% PWM, but the actual 12 volt to the solenoid is turned off. So I just disabled the boost control altogether. Needs a little fuel before VTEC. Once it goes into VTEC, it's pretty much about where I want it. Probably add 1 or 2% just to be safe. Probably make one more pull at this boost level, maybe 2, and turn it up a little bit. It's per usual, make one run on the dyno. Now there's a whole bunch of people outside that want to hang out and talk. I'm gonna make this one run real quick. There's manifold pressure. See, it's nice and flat. 11 pounds. And the fuel pressure is staying nice and flat as well. Going up with boost, doing all the things it's supposed to do. Yeah, that's about what we got going on there. I'm going to turn the boost up a couple pounds, see what happens. Alright, just enabled boost control. Just a fixed 40% duty cycle. That's usually about where the solenoid starts working. We have this quick spool feature, which I just have set to 7 right now. I'll make another video where we'll play around with that a little bit and see how that works. Some cars it can make a pretty significant difference. Air feels great, manifold works great, boost is nice and flat. The 40% duty cycle didn't seem to do anything yet, so we'll bump that up 10%, try again. The boost went up like 1 pound, so I just have to keep bumping it up. some cars seem to be a little more finicky than others as far as how much duty it takes before they get started. Could probably play with the frequency a little bit, but it's starting to work, so I'm just going to roll with it. You can see here it went from like 12 pounds to 14 pounds. Obviously power and torque's up a little bit. I think it was like 430 or something. Yeah, 428. And if you come in here, we're already at about 70% duty cycle or so I don't have a whole lot left. This thing needs a different fuel pump. Alright, turn the duty cycle up a little bit more, the boost control duty cycle that is, and make another run, check out fuel pressure, see what that's doing, and this one's probably going to be pretty quick. Kind of jamming through this one a little bit. Like I said, I got a knock monitor and some other things hooked up. Was hoping to do some, I don't want to call it experimenting, but some different types of videos to show some different things and how they work. But it's already 3 and I got to take this off of the dyno before the end of the day to bring another car in for the dyno. So I'll probably push this one in the corner and then put it back on the dyno once I get a little bit of time. So if you want to see any of that stuff, just subscribe or whatever, and it'll pop back up once I get to making those. Fuel pressure still good. About 17 pounds or so at upper RPM. A little more boost right here in the mid-range. It's pretty typical on a dyno like this. You're loading it pretty hard. Might speed the ramp rate up a touch. Looking in here, duty cycle still pretty good, but the air fuel's super rich. So yeah, went in, just pulled some fuel out up top, and try it again. Pretty close to 500, so if we can make 500 with this on this gas, I'll be super happy. Let's see what it does. I bumped the ramp rate of the dyno up 20 RPM per second. So now what you're going to see is down low, like the left hand side of the graph is going to look like it makes less power and look like the turbo comes in a little less quick. Only 20 RPM per second isn't much, so there's not going to be a drastic difference, but you'll probably see a little bit of that. so the number's good, but the curve is a little sloppy. If you look at this boost graph down here, you'll see the white run came in strong and then tapered off. So I actually reduced the boost control duty cycle here a little bit and then increased it here. It did exactly what I wanted to up here, but went a little too aggressive with it down here. Let's see. Yeah, fuel pressure is still holding good. Duty cycle still tolerable. So I'm just going to try and make another run and play with the boost control a little bit and see if I can't make the graph a little bit nicer. Hopefully this will be the last run. $100 horsepower. 100 horsepower. Turbo cars are cool. Alright, as you can see right down here, I did what I accomplished, or accomplished what I was